Right, welcome to the Kennel Club Good Citizen Dog Scheme. Choosing a puppy is probably the most important thing that we start with on our career through having dogs. So we're going to start with our puppies here in the middle, looking at what they're doing. We've got puppy socialisation taking place. Very important to socialise our puppies from an early age. It's the foundation and the building blocks for our future training. So we're looking at socialising a dog with an adult, different noises. We've got to get our dogs used to different noises, and other dogs as well. So here we see all our puppies having fun in the middle. Moving over here to this corner, we're looking at walking the dog. Now, it seems a simple thing, doesn't it? We get the dog, we walk the dog. But we've got to teach the dog how to walk nicely and properly, to be socially acceptable when out in public. So we're looking at our puppy walking on the lead and getting used to different surfaces. We see the puppy on paper, on a mat, and on this artificial surface. Our bronze dogs, they've got to learn to walk on the lead and walk through a door or gate, under control. We don't want the dog to be ripping off our arm as we open the door. And this could represent your front door, your gate, your car door, or something like that. Our silver dogs have to walk on lead on the road because the Good Citizen Dog Scheme is geared to everyday life. It's about what we do with our dogs on a daily basis. And our gold dogs walking free beside the handler, as we see over here, ignoring all the other dogs. You can see that these dogs have been well socialised right from a young age. Going to have a look at the examination now. Here we have a number of dogs, first of all being groomed and then being examined. So the puppies are towel drying. Our bronze dogs, we're running the hands over the dog's body. We're feeling for lumps and bumps. We're going under the tummy, we're going around the nether regions, down the legs, spreading the paws, so that the dog gets used to being handled in this way. We've then got a stranger examining our silver dog at the end, again looking in the eyes and ears and mouth, just as your vet would. And the gold examination requires the dog to be examined, probably by the vet. We're going to look at the recall now, the puppy recall on the lead. We start with the puppy learning its name and being attentive to his name, and then progressing, calling it to you as we walk away. And then we see that extended further with the bronze dogs. We've got two different types of recall. One's using a slip lead. I think this time leaving it in the stay and then off we go. And one using a toy to send the dog away and then recalling it back. And at our gold level, we're looking at returning to the handler's side as we walk away from the dog. So various different levels here of recalling the dog. And finally, we have stays. We've got to teach the dog to stay. At the puppies, it's the basic puppy positions that we get them used to, ready for their training into bronze, where we have to stay on the lead for 1 minute. And that stay can either be in the sit, stand, or down. Bronze dogs have to stay in that place for a minute. The silver, we're looking for 2 minutes. And our gold dogs, we're looking for up to 5 minutes, 2 of which must be out of sight. And we notice the dog in the cage. This is what we call relaxed isolation, where the dog's left in isolation, the owner's away, out of sight, but the dog's confident that they haven't been left forever, that mummy will come back at some point soon. So that's a very, very quick and brief look at how we progress through the various stages of the scheme to adapt to skills for everyday life with our dogs. Well done, folks. Now, following on from that, car safety is a very important part of a dog's life, and an everyday part as well, because we're often taking the dog in the car. Often it's going to the vet, so the dog doesn't have a good experience in the car going to the vets. Well, we need to change that perception. We need to make sure it has a good journey, but we need to keep them safe in the car. So here we have our 3 people out on a trip in their car. Let's see how they get on with road safety. Oops, we've had an accident. But as you can see, the dog was being carried on the passenger's lap. Unfortunately had an accident, these things happen, but the car's in bits, the dog has gone flying through the windscreen, out on the road, and possibly something quite unthinkable has happened to the dog. We don't want that to happen to our dogs, do we, folks? So at the Good Citizen Dog Scheme, and at the silver level in particular, we look at safe travel in cars. So here we see it again, different method. We're now having a crate or cage in the back of the vehicle. Dogs are secured within the cage. And then we're going to go for another journey. I wonder if Paul's driving will improve. Oops, second accident in a week. You'll get one of them phone calls now. But as we can see, the dogs stay safe in the car. They might be a bit shaken up and a bit concerned about what's happened, but the dogs have stayed safe. So we need to teach them and get them used to car travel and safe car travel as well. Well done, everybody. Now, next we're going to move on to something that we call food manners often, or food refusal. It's about having well-mannered dogs not picking up food. And there's nothing worse than going to a park or an open space with your dog to enjoy a great day of walking and sunshine and fresh air, all those healthy benefits, only to find inconsiderate picnickers and other people have discarded their refuse and food and what have you, and it's there for your dog to take. And of course, once your dog smells a bone, it's after it. So what we're going to do now is look at how we manage our dogs to ensure that they don't take food from other sources. And we've turned it into a bit of a game. We call it Temptation Alley. So in a minute, and this is where you guys can help. We're going to have a race, and we're going to have two dogs running down the respective alleys, and they've got to avoid the temptations. Now, we've got bowls with food in, we've got squeaky toys, fluffy toys, balls, all sorts of things to tempt the dogs to stay. So please cheer for the dogs on the respective sides. Make lots of noise, because the more noise we make, actually, the more noise you make, the more it usually goes wrong. But hey, let's see what happens. So, handlers, you know the drill. Leave your dogs, please. And I will say, ready, steady, go, and that's your mark. So, handlers, it's very tense, folks. Be ready. Ready, steady, go. Oh, very good food manners on both sides. Put a win just on that side. Oh, no, that's cheating. Second one, ready, steady, go. Oh, very good refusal, very fast with the collie on this side, but in his own time, came back to mum. Very well done so far. Oh, now we've got the Labrador and the Retriever. This could be fun. Handlers, ready, steady, go. Well. Yeah, this is good, Dad. They give you food, they give you toys. No, hang on, I haven't finished the bowl yet. He hasn't even spotted the ones on the other side. Have we got any replenishments? No. Right, leave your dogs. Handlers, ready, steady, go. Very well done with our young Jack Russell. Oh, he's now decided to get all the temptations. That's cheating, Mum. I was surprised he went for the toys. Usually that one goes for the food. Handlers, ready, steady, go. Look at this, Mum. He doesn't know which toy to take, does he? Look, there's so many toys. I love this place, Mum. Bring me next year. And our last dogs to go now. Jen, stop trying to encourage it. Handlers, ready, steady, go. Oh, and very quick back with our spaniel. I got a feeling that the lot on this side didn't feed their dogs on the way here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, that was Temptation Alley, our food manners exercise, which is prevalent throughout the Kennel Club's Good Citizen Dog Scheme. Now, I mentioned earlier that the scheme is geared towards everyday life. And part of everyday life is going out and about. So let's see what happens with our dogs and their handlers when they're out and about in the park.
With your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height.
Well, here we have a typical park scene. Look at that little out. I spoke about little outs earlier. Just throwing rubbish everywhere for the dogs. We've got lots of dog walkers. And parks generally throughout the UK and open spaces are used by families and children for sport and recreation, and dog owners to exercise their dogs. And they can get along with sharing parks quite well. So we see a number of things happening here. We've got Number of people playing, got people flying kites, people fishing. We've got balls being thrown around, we've got push chairs, lots of distractions for dogs. We've got dogs being walked, some on the lead, some off the lead. We've got a picnic going on in the middle with two very well-mannered dogs, not trying to steal food from the picnic. We've got dogs off of the lead, walking at different paces. We've got joggers. It's a very, very busy scene, but it's typical of our parks and open spaces. And again, what the Good Citizen Dog Scheme is teaching us is how to have well-mannered and socialised dogs in public. And here is a great example of lots of things happening all at once and very well-mannered dogs taking part in that exercise. Well done, everybody. Excellent park scene. Thank you.
You can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in...
Now, another part of having a well-mannered and socialised dog is sending it to bed. Now, sending your dog to bed is not a punishment. Its bed is a safe place, somewhere for the dog to go, where it can be safe and secure. And there might be a number of reasons why you'd send your dog to bed. Perhaps you have visitors that don't like dogs or are allergic to dogs, or you might just want a little bit of downtime from the dog. Might have dropped a bottle of wine or something in the kitchen and there's glass everywhere. So sending the dog to bed is a very important and integral part of the scheme. And again, we're going to bring this to you in the form of a race. So we're going to have 3 dogs in each race, and on command, they're going to be sent to bed. And let's see who the good dogs are that go to bed when they're told, and who the stubborn ones are that perhaps want to stay up a little bit longer.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So let's have the beds in place. Handlers, I will say, send your dog to bed and please release your dog on the command bed. So handlers ready? Send your dog to bed. Send your dog to its own bed, not somebody else's bed. All right, I'm not going to bed, Mum. I'm going to sleep here. There we go. We finally got to bed. Give them a round of applause. You can make lots of noise during this exercise, folks. It's always great fun. Next 3 dogs ready, please. Now remember, send it to their own bed, not somebody else's bed. No cheating. Don't care about the size. Handlers, send your dog to bed. Oh, very well done on that side. Oh, look, I'm going to remake it, Mum. I'm going to shake the crumbs out of the bed. I'm going to murder the bed before I get in it. Well done. 3 more dogs. Handlers, send your dog to bed. All very good. Oh, pretty good, all 3 of them. Yes, very well done. And our final 2 dogs to go. We've got Dougal the Yorkie with a massive bed. And we've got Gatsby with his bed. We do promote and appreciate equality even within the Good Citizen Dog Scheme. Handlers, send your dog to bed. Oh, bless him. Well done. Big round of applause for every dog and handler there, folks. Well done, everybody. And that was the send the dog to bed exercise. Now, we'd next like to show you what we call stop and recall. First of all, we're going to stop the dogs on command. And because it's our 25th anniversary this year, we have a 25th anniversary flag, which we've placed in the middle of the arena, and we're going to try and get the dogs to stop on recall on the flags. So this could be interesting. A number of reasons why you'd want to stop your dog. You might see some imminent danger when you're recalling your dog and you need it to stop immediately. It could be that you can see that there's glass on the floor when you're recalling your dog. You don't want it running up to you through the glass. It could be a vehicle. It could be anything. We need to stop the dog urgently. So we should have 2 dogs that are going to stop on command. We're going to try and get them on our 25th anniversary flag. That's it, leaving them in the stay. And again, whilst they're doing this, there's lots of distractions all around the arena. There's all the other dogs there. So these dogs could be tempted to run off and play with their friends. They've been left in a stay. They're going to be called and then stop on the flag. all right in the corner. We missed the flag there, didn't we? Almost on the flag. Well done. Give them a big round of applause, folks. That was great. Right, we're next going to do the recall across the arena with all of the dogs at the same time. And we're going to do the first one from the sit position. So we're going to leave all of the dogs in the sit, command your dog to stay, and leave your dog. This is where I have my fingers crossed at this. Oh, we've got a creeper. There's a creeper at the end. Is that young Dougal? No. And another creeper. Recall your dogs. Ah, somebody got confused. Where's my mum? That's it. Give them a round of applause. They've done well. Couple of creepers. We're going to do it once more, and this time it's from the down position. So command your dog to stay. Leave your dog. Recall your dog. And everyone's back to a handler. Give them a big round of applause. Very well done, folks. We might have had a few creepers there, but you notice every dog happy to run back to its owner on command. And again, a number of reasons why we make them wait before we recall them. And of course, there's nothing worse than owning a dog and it not coming back to you when it's out in a park. So the Good Citizen Dog Scheme teaches us every skill that we would need to have a good, well-mannered and socialised dog that we're happy to take out and proud to take out in public. So ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, that concludes our very short demonstration on the Kennel Club Good Citizen Dog Scheme in our 25th anniversary year. And if you'd like to know more about the scheme, we are in Hall 3. We've got a birthday cake that we're cutting at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Or if you go to the Kennel Club website, you can find out more about the scheme and any local clubs that you might want to get involved in. So ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, without further ado, I'll let the dogs and the handlers take you out. It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
Well then, folks, give a big round of applause. The Good Citizen team.